Counting down to first pitch here in the Bronx. Twins and Yankees. Next. About set for baseball now on the show as you get a look at Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. It's the first game in the month of June between the Central leading Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you into another edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first two games of the series.
Well, you see there a real good ball game yesterday afternoon. Most one-run games are. I expect this one should be pretty tight, too. Both of these ball clubs really match up well together.
We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Minnesota Twins, as their order here this afternoon will look like this. Tanaka is on the mound here to face these guys. He's got the usual assortment of pitches, but keep an eye on him in the early going here. If these guys can get to him early, he does have a tendency to start overthrowing, and from there, that's when the problems usually arise. Number 70 will stride forth to take his first cuts now. And he's a long ball threat, of course, currently fourth in the American League in that department. And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one.
First pitch, 107.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
That's probably how this afternoon's going to play out. I mean, this is a home plate umpire that likes to keep a tight strike zone.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with two strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Doesn't chase after the splitter, and he works it back to a full count.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here! So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. Home run number 15 for him thus far as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Well, I'll tell you, having a guy at the top of the lineup that's capable of doing this, boy, that's a great weapon to have. He jumps all over this ball to lead off the ball game with a solo home run.
Marco Scutaro will take his first cuts now, and after the leadoff home run to start the ball game, does the game plan change at all from a pitching perspective?
Well, I think it's a little bit more of a shock to the system than anything else. You're just not expecting that leadoff guy to be the guy that takes it deep.
And this ball swung on and hit on the ground back up the box. And it's a base hit there for Scutaro.
But I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average, it'll climb a few more points.
Joe Mauer will get his first opportunity now. Currently the American League's leader in stolen bases. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Here's a look over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
Now on 2-0, we've got a fastball count, and we've got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
And he gets the call there, 3-1. A ball hit hard to the left side, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
And if this ball's hit maybe just a little bit harder, he might have a shot at doubling a man off. But since it's hit so softly, he's only going to wind up getting one out.
Number 61 will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. Now he swings and hits this ball on the ground to Drew for one. On to first, and it won't be in time to end the inning as he just about did a somersault out there at second base.
And here's why you always go in hard at second base. This could be a very easy double play ball, but you see the aggressive slide here. That really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up getting just one on that play. Excellent aggressive base running.
Torrey Hunter will stand in, and it was his home run that, remember, was the only run they could muster in yesterday's ball game.
Come on, Yankees.
And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike, 0-1. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back in. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up, and I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. And an easy play out there for Headley, and that ends the inning. But the Twins fire the opening salvo as they're on the board courtesy of this solo home run. On to the bottom of the first now from Yankee Stadium. Starting lineup for the Yankees looks like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His numbers right there on the right side of your screen. Defensively, the Twins will align themselves like this. Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first.
Leading off for the Yankees, number 11, left fielder, Brett Gardner.
Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. But the throw's a good one as they get Gardner trying to beat one out.
Not a bad idea right there, just kind of planting the seed early on in the bottom of the first. But they were ready for this, and a good pickup and throw is going to keep him off base to start things out.
Chase Headley will stand in for the first time now, and boy, look at these numbers the last 7 games. He's as hot as anyone in baseball. In there at the knees, strike one.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Swing, and he pops him up. Behind the bag at second. Under it is Dozier, and there are 2 away now.
As far as rookie pitchers are concerned, he looks pretty poised out there. He doesn't have that deer in the headlights look that many guys have. He's just going about his business, and he gets the pop up there.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in. He drove in one of the 2 runs in yesterday's ball game. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
0 for 3 yesterday, 0 for 4 on Friday. He could use a good at-bat here.
Now a ball lined to the right side. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
And even if this doesn't lead to a run, it's important not to let this guy get out there and skate through the first inning, throwing as few pitches as he has. If nothing else, maybe you force him to throw another, 5, 6, 7 pitches to the next hitter.
Carlos Beltran will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
And Ellsbury's running. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, here's a situation where he's trying to do what he can to get that run back in the bottom of the first. And he helps out the cause by swiping second here.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. For Ellsbury, he's into double digits now with his 10th swipe of the year. Now a pickoff play at second, and he's back standing. Changeup, good pitch there, 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And Beltran able to lay off that time, and the count moves back to 2-2.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Brian McCann would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location, and he is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a 2-run home run for Carlos Beltran. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Yankees take the lead. It's 2-1.
This is just your classic fastball up over the heart of the plate. I don't even have to do a whole lot of analysis on this one. If you put that pitch there to this guy, he's going to take it over the wall. Simple as that.
Batting fifth, catcher.
Brian McCann will get his first opportunity now with 2 away, and the base is empty here in the home half of the first. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. 2-1 New York. Brian Dozier will start things out in the second inning here with both teams already on the scoreboard, but his guys down a run.
Yeah, it was a pretty good start. You get that solo home run to give you the early lead, but then you cough it right back up in the bottom half.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
It's in the palm of your hand.
That misses. 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Swinging a hard liner to short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. Somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Danny Santana will take his first cuts of the ball game here. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Still taking here as he looks at the slider this time, and he's in a big hole now, down 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but It just completely locked him up there.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
This guy's swinging anything.
Gets under it a bit as this is hit high in the air out toward left center. And Gardner there to make the catch. Inning over. Down go the Twins in order. They still trail it here 2-1. Garrett Jones will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Leading off for the Yankees, designated hitter, Garrett
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And the throw on by Scudero's in time for out number 1.
And getting that first guy of the inning does a lot for the confidence of a young pitcher, especially after that 2-run first inning. Now he's got something to build off of.
J.R. Murphy will be the batter. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Well hit, deep right center field. And that is into the bullpen in right center, a home run. Solo shot to right center, and it gives the Yankees a 3-1 lead.
One of the keys for him getting the victory in his last start, he did not allow a home run in that outing. But this is now 2 home runs he's served up here in the first few innings. You can bet there's a bit of concern over there in that dugout.
Stephen Drew will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 7 games. Boy, arctically cold.
Stephen Drew.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Come on, New York.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You can bet he's a little rattled still from that first inning. He gave up a lot of solid contact that first time through the lineup.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
And this is just a guy that's going to be happy to take a walk, so I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't challenged him a little bit more from the mound.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Called strike, and that'll run it full.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. There to take it is Scudero. Throw to first is going to be in time to get Drew, and there are 2 away.
Batting ninth, the shortstop,
Brendan Ryan will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. First offering on the way. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And the 1-0 is sent out to straightaway center field. Number 70 is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. We've played 2. It's now 3-1 Yanks. Vargas will step in here to start their half of the third with the top of the order to follow.
Number 19.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
He's been able to bounce back strongly after that first inning home run, and he's set down 6 in a row now since then.
Number 70 will start things out here with his guys down a couple of runs already as we begin the third. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Well, you know, anytime a guy takes you deep, you can bet that you're going to want to come right back and strike him out the next time up there. And here he does just that, and he does it on 3 pitches, too. Boy, that didn't take long.
Marco Scudero will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Now the first pitch. First pitch of the at-bat is lined hard into the gap in left center. That'll find some real estate out there for extra bases. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Fortunately, however, the third baseman's able to run it down, so there's going to be no advance. Wow. So he's quickly into scoring position now with a 2-out double here in the third. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Joe Mauer will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the two-out double. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. For Scutaro, he stands at second with his 13th double of the year. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And that misses, 2-1.
Call that a ball? Let's keep him right there.
And here's a splitter that's inside as he's forced to jitterbug out of the way there.
And right now, he shouldn't have any second thoughts about working hard inside. Even if you hit the guy, you've got the open base to protect you. You've got to keep this guy from getting extended.
And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
And it's definitely still early here, but you've got a 2-run lead already. Now you go about putting the tying run on base for free. It doesn't seem like his command has been all that sharp so far.
Number 61 will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And this ball will be chopped foul. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now a splitter's in there and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And a swing and a miss is all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Twins strand a pair. They still trail it here 3-1. Brett Gardner makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Left fielder, Brett Gardner.
And they guessed right on the bunt, but this is going to be close. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single.
Man, he could flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Chase Headley will stand in, and we'll see what they've got him doing here after the bunt single to start things out. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second. So it's a stolen base that time for Gardner. And as you check out the Yankees leaders, you can see he's currently in 4th place in that department. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Now after the stolen base, any thought of a bunt here to get him to third?
This early, I don't really see the need. I mean, then you're saying we just want to play for one.
Yeah, I think later on in a tight ball game, maybe you might see a bunt, or if you're in the bottom of the lineup. But here, I agree with EK. Just let him hack.
full count now, 3-2. Waiting next, Jacoby Ellsbury. Here's a hard hit ball ripped down the first base line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2. Once again, a 3-2. And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. And now he has some trouble with it in center. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score from second base as they open it up now 4-1.
Well, he gives this ball a pretty good ride. No shot to get this one, as it's going to wind up hitting on the track and one hop on the wall out there. He's going to wind up pulling into second with an RBI double.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Feels like he's kind of relied a little too much on that fastball.
And it's gotten him into trouble. I think guys have just gone up there looking for it, and usually they wind up getting it.
And this could wind up being a bullpen kind of game, as we've got action down there right now when we're only in the third inning. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
And you know, against a lot of second basemen, this is going to be an infield single. But watch how he fields this thing and then maneuvers his body into a good throwing motion and unloads it quickly to get his man.
Carlos Beltran will step in with a couple of RBIs already and looking for more. Here's the first offering. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And they'll add one more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game.
Well, he's going to wind up with an RBI on this ball, but I got to think that he was imagining extra bases after this ball left his bat. That's a nice play out there in the alley to run it down.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the all-star catcher, Brian McCann. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
Up and out over the plate, but a cold strike, 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Garrett Jones would be next.
Ice cold soda.
And a full count now, 3-2.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
Go get him.
The shift will be of little importance here as this is lifted in the air out to left field. Santana is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Yankees 5 and the Twins 1. Corey Hunter will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
For Minnesota, right fielder, Corey Hunter.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Here we go.
Look out. All over the place now. 3-0. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Comes with a slider, 3-0, but gets it over for strike 1.
Not often you'll see a 3-0 slider, but when you need a strike, any pitch will do.
And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Good job out there on the mound. Down in the count 3-0 to start this inning. He comes back to retire the guy on a ground ball.
Brian Dozier will stand in. He grounded out his first time. In there, strike 1. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. And that's in there for a called 3rd strike on the split-fingered fastball. 2 away.
And you'll see where these 3 pitches are on show track. They're all in the strike zone, all basically right on top of one another. So clearly, they had a plan of attack there, and it nets them a strikeout.
Danny Santana will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Here's a ball chopped toward the second baseman. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're down 5-1. Garrett Jones will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Designated hitter, Garrett Jones.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And a throw on by Scudero's in time for route number 1.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
J.R. Murphy will see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around. And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now a ball hit back up the middle. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
Well, this is just a nice play right here, ranging up the middle. You can see that he doesn't try to rush things here. He just gathers it, steadies himself just for a brief second to square himself up, and then makes a good throw on target to get his man.
Stephen Drew will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And Drew able to pull this one hard down the line, but it's going to get back up into the crowd. A foul ball. Now a swing, and oh boy, ground balls have ruled the inning. A third straight right here. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're up 5-1. Kurt Suzuki will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
I think that's been his best pitch so far in this game. Guys just haven't been all that close to it.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. A hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
And this is fouled back and out of play. The next 3-2. And the payoff pitch here is hit on the ground down to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, number 19.
Vargas will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. First pitch coming. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Number 70 will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far. Here's a slider that's inside. 1-0. And this is on the outside corner, or thereabouts at least. It's 1-1.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Beltran is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. They're down here 5-1. Ricky Nolasco is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here.
Nolasco.
Brendan Ryan will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
The shortstop, Brendan Ryan.
And this is low, ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
Three and 0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat, because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
That one's in there, 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Go, Yankees.
No leadoff walk just yet, as that finds the strike zone, and the count comes full at 3-2.
Here we go.
Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. Full count pitch on its way. Now a swing, and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. And that misses, ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls a strike zone. Got himself a leadoff walk.
Brett Gardner will step in, 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Bring him in, Brett.
And there he goes towards second. Late swing, and a ball line foul into the seats past the third base dugout. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
What are you looking at, Blue? Come on, Yankees.
Runner going a second time. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is swung on and missed, as Gardner's a strikeout victim, 1 away.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And standing in is the third baseman, Chase Headley. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. On the corner away, a ball and a strike.
21. Let's get this runner across.
Come on, New York.
Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. Everything away here, and with pretty good reason.
Yeah, they'll say, left field, it's all yours. You want to beat us that way? Go ahead and do it.
Woo!
The 2-1. Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone.
And even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. To Dozier for one. Back to Mauer, but it's not in time, and they'll settle for just the 1 out.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring in Jacoby Ellsbury. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside, the throw. And he short-armed the throw a bit as it skips past him at second. Fortunately, the center fielder's in the right spot as he gets it back in to prevent any further trouble.
And it looks like these guys just don't want to take their foot off the gas pedal. They know even a lead like this isn't safe, especially with a lot of baseball left to be played. So he's on the move here, and he's into second with that stolen base.
Here's the 1-0. And he swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Number 70 is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Yanks leave 1. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Marco Scudero will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Split-fingered pitches in there for strike 1.
And I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Out of play. And this is sharply hit, but foul wide of Headley at third. Fouled straight back. Now another 0-2. Sliced down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And he lays off the 0-2 splitter. 1-2 now.
Well, not a bad idea up there against a guy who's been fouling everything off in sight. You never know. Maybe he goes after that one, too.
And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
New York.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Now a swing and a ball grounded to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Joe Mauer will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Lays off 1-0.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
1-0 pitch is a splitter in there, 1-1.
There's that splitter again. Seems to be getting better and better as the game goes on.
Go get him.
Swing and a ground ball to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row, he said now.
Number 61 will be the batter, 0 for 2 thus far. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. That's to first. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're down 5-1. Carlos Beltran will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. And Hunter will put this one away without much effort for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So 1 away now for Brian McCann. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Good zip to the fastball there by Nolasco, and it's 0-1.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the shift. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Now a fastball driven the other way out to deep left field. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Yeah, for a 1-2 pitch, this bites off a lot of the strike zone. You can see on show track, it's pretty much right down the heart of the plate. He jumps all over it and drives it for a 1-out double.
Garrett Jones will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Go, Yank.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. For McCann, he picks up his 6th double so far on the year.
Come on, Yankee.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
And I think they'd stay out there again, maybe for the rest of the at-bat.
Let's go, Yankees.
Oh, and he rips this one to first. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
We're starting to see signs that he's about ready to break out of this slump he's been in. He won't get anything to show for it here, but this is a good swing and a hard hit ball. Unfortunately, though, it's just right at somebody.
J.R. Murphy will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Ball 1. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
And a good pitch there. It's a big front door curveball, and he had no way of opening up to it.
In the dirt here, but Suzuki's able to keep it in front of him. And a swing as this is hit the other way out toward right field. Hunter is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1 left for the Yankees. They're up 5-1. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Corey Hunter will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Right fielder, Corey Hunter.
First pitch to him. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Well, there's a look at his pitches by inning, and as you can see, he's hit 85 for the game now, so you have to think they're watching him pretty closely in that dugout.
Brian Dozier will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead 0-1. Here's one hit towards the hole, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
And now finally that base hit breaks a string of 11 straight that he had retired. He was starting to look invincible out there.
Danny Santana will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going.
Come on, Yankees.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game.
Come on. Turn the double.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
Forget it, guys. Double up right here.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Such a good at-bat right here. When you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.
That runner's leaning.
Here's the payoff pitch. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the 2nd walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Well, now the further he goes in this one, the less precise he's going to be with his location. You can see it up on the screen. He's up over 90 pitches here, so he's starting to get tired and running out of gas out there.
Kurt Suzuki will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Let's get 2 here.
In there for strike 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Let's get 2 here.
Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, number 19.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out and show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Vargas will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
You're running out of chances here. It's the 7th inning. You can't let this rally go to waste.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Brian Dunsing will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Brian Dunsing.
Stephen Drew will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Stephen Drew.
Swinging a bouncer out in front. And he's set down, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
1 gone here in the Yankee 7th, and that'll bring up the versatile infielder Brendan Ryan. And here's the first pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Five runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. 2-0 now. I think he would have liked the green light there. It's 2-1. Now the pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. Santana will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Brett Gardner will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Now here's the first pitch. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Number 90 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
New York Yankees, number 90.
Number 70 will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one.
Center fielder, number 70.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Ellsbury is right there, and he's got it for out number 1. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Marco Scudero will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And that misses, 1-1. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
And he'll be rung up here by Clyde Washington. Strike 3 at the knees, and there are 2 away. 8th inning from Yankee Stadium. Yankees on top in this one at home as you get a look at the line score. Joe Mauer will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. A little bit outside. 2-1. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite them.
And this one will be out of play off to the left. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. (5-1) our score as we play the 8th. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Chase Headley will be the one to start us off when we return. It's the Yankees 5. And there now is Chase Headley. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
Third baseman, Chase Headley.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
That's right. Wait for it.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, not close on either of these first 2 pitches. He's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
Outside, 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
Here he comes on 3-1. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Look out for the double play, man.
Pitch out, nothing doing. Runner goes. Fouled back. Center field. Number 70 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you hold your breath anytime a ball's hitting the air at this place, but luckily he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Carlos Beltran will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 1-0 home to Beltran. And this is fouled back and out of play. He's running towards second. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here comes a 1-2. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Santana is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, catcher, Brian McCann.
Brian McCann will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Go, Brian!
And this is going to be a foul ball. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
Come on, hang tough in there.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in safely. 2 out with the man at first.
Don't chase anything bad.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the Twins 1. Number 61 will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
Number 61.
This whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. This man out for a 2nd inning of work, and why not? He shut him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes the 1-2. And this will be fouled away. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. From deep in the hole. On to first, and it's dropped.
Yeah, he nearly bailed him out here at first base. Let's check the scoop on show motion. He looks to be in good position to dig this ball out, but it just doesn't want to stay in the pocket. Close, but not quite. I know how he feels.
Torrey Hunter will stand in, and he's been quiet today, but you just wonder if that's going to last the entire 9 innings.
But normally it doesn't. But give these guys credit. They've had a plan of attack, they've stuck to it, and they've gotten good results.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez. It puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
Two straight fastballs now as he powers ahead 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
And Torrey able to lay off that one. It's 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
The right-hander deals on 1-2 and 2-2.
I thought he was going to get rung up on that one.
I would agree. If that missed, it didn't miss by much.
Now a big swing, and this is a major league pop-up. Way up there toward the center of the diamond. Murphy is there, and he's got it for the first out.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bats. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Brian Dozier will step in, a base hit in his last time. And this is on the outside corner for strike one. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Yeah, that's a different pitch here, but also on the outside corner. Also taken for a strike. So he's got him in a quick 0-2 hole now.
And he got him.
And you'll get a look at this here. He starts this thing right on his belt buckle, and he lets it come right back over that inside corner. That's a tough spot.
Danny Santana is the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And that's cut on and missed, so now the Twins are down to their final strike here.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Good job there to shut the door as they wind up ending the month on a winning note.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 outs. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 5-1. So long from the Bronx.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Twins, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Our paid attendance here at Yankee Stadium this afternoon, 53,325. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.